John Fahey. In case you hadn't heard much of his stuff, that was the first song of his I ever heard back when I was a teenager, called Beverly. And I haven't forgotten the moment. There are a lot of songs that jumped out at me like that, or guitar players that were like light bulb moments and life-changing moments. John Fahey's album, After the Ball, Beverly, took me down a path that I was probably headed towards anyway, but this was a very important step in it, was picking up that album and figuring it out. Anyway, maybe I'll play a little bit more of it later, because it actually is pretty cool. It is May 20th, Friday, May 20th here in Northern California. Back to beautiful Northern California finally again, the way things are supposed to be. Everything's lined back up again. And busy time around here. On a personal note, would like to wish my mom happy 84th birthday tomorrow, the 21st. And my buddy Jim Bruno's mom turned 84 today too, May 20th. So happy birthday, Mrs. Bruno. We do have more stuff. Jim's working hard behind the scenes, so don't worry. We got more vocal things on the way. So anyway, what has been going on around here? We had a few new releases. It was kind of an open G week, inspired by John Fahey. He did a lot of things in different tunings, and so we took a look at one of his tunes called Give Me Cornbread When I'm Hungry. Oh, my Fahey albums aren't here anymore, but a great set of albums that he started putting out in 1959, 60, 61, 62. In the early 60s, he came out with a bunch of albums on his own label, became like an early record mogul, something like that. Anyway, and Give Me Cornbread When I'm Hungry was from one of those. And then we took a look at Buffalo Gals. I can't play any of those right now because I'm in standard tuning, because I'm working on something else, which we also got to starting this week. I'll get more to that in a second. But those open G tuning songs are pretty fun to play, especially if you've been messing around with Romeo and Juliet or some of the other open G things that we have. Uh-oh, that might be it. Oh no, Circle Game is also an open G. And there's probably more, but I lose track of all the songs we have here now because there are a lot of them. I think we're over 400 lessons now. That's a lot. Anyway, we took a look. My near daughter, Caitlin, came in a few weeks ago, and we had her working on, and you guys may have noticed, she plays that with her fingers and rather than a pick, and it sounds great. So we had a little fly on the wall with Caitlin working on I'd Love to Change the World. And did we have something else, another important song? Oh yeah! How'd it go? These guys are coming to town next week. I might get a chance to go see the Moody Blues. I'm not sure. That was, of course, Melancholy Man. And then we broke out the next set of drip feeds. And I got to tell you again, in case you haven't seen the lesson, that this was the request we got from Bill, our person that won the auction, to pick a lesson. So he gave me a choice of about 4 songs, one or two of which seemed too hard, and a couple of which seemed reasonable and that were kind of on my radar anyway. So we started out part 1 of Sleight of Hand. There it is, 8 measures with a couple of different endings. So what I consider part A, or section A, of Sleight of Hand is available now to everybody that would like to give it a try. Don't be afraid of the fact that it seems really scary. Yep, it's fast, but it doesn't sound bad slow. You can learn it. It's not too hard. Pretty doable if you work on it half speed first, and we're going to be putting this out over a period of many weeks and in really tiny doses. So Sleight of Hand, our next drip feed. If you haven't heard it, or if you're not too familiar with it, it's on my album El Dorado, which at this point is still the last album I made from many years ago. Been busy doing other things, as I'm sure everybody here at TG knows. What else have we had happening? We had a little bit of our buddy Jack Van Breen showing you how to change strings on a Fender Telecaster. And that is something that really my first nice electric guitar when I was a teenager was a Telecaster thin line, a model they started making that had this F-hole in it. It was kind of a weird looking thing, but had that and a Bandmaster reverb amp as about a 15-year-old, I think, and which were hot items at the time. And actually they'd be worth, it's one of those things that should have never gotten rid of them, but they took up a lot of space, at least that amp did. So, also, I have two other things I want to get to. One is on the forum, the wiki pages, the way those are working, in case I know a few people have messed around with them. But again, what we're hoping people will do is pick an artist and put in some information about them. This is on the artist page of what is going on with their, so I put a little bit of info on Al Stewart, including pictures of like 16 or 17 of his albums, in case people don't know how many albums he's made. There's a lot of them. Most of his studio albums are up there now, at least pictures. I'll get to the rest of the discography someday. And anyhow, it's very easy. You just click on the artist name in the master menu, or actually any place else where you see an artist name as part of a listing will take you to the page about that artist. And you can put in some info, you could put in pictures, personal stories if you happen to have a cool autograph from Greg Allman, because we have a Greg Allman song. Yes. Midnight Rider. No, we haven't done that one. Anyway, Melissa, that's the song I was thinking about. Anyhow, so be sure to check that out. Now, there is actually some really big news out here, because something else, speaking of the forum, that was going on a while ago was people were asking about alternate programs to our Target program. Of course, with the Target program, you get access to everything. The fly-on-the-wall videos, uploading a video for review, the live shows that we do semi-occasionally now, and of course the over 400 lessons that are in the Target program. And but a lot of people don't want to commit to the monthly fee of whatever it is nowadays, and would like to have something smaller and can't fathom, I know the Target program can be a bit overwhelming because there is a lot of stuff there. Something for everybody. Well, now we have something for everybody that wants to work on a little smaller budget and work on some other things, and that is Target Lite. The way the Target Lite program works is for $9.95 a month, you get to pick any 2 lessons to put into your lesson library. And every month that you stay in the program, you can add 2 more lessons to it. So if you want to just take it like 2 at a time, think about the Target Lite program. You'll get 2 lessons. And next month you'll get 2 more lessons, and the next month you'll get 2 more. After a year, you can do the math. And about twice as many frets as on the normal guitar up to the halfway point. So anyway, I encourage you to check it out. There's info now on the Target sign-up page, so if you've been thinking about becoming a Target member but been looking for a little more economical approach and a little more reasonable one where you might not have the time to work on as much stuff as you think, Target Lite is now available. So I think that's it. I should go out of here with the next part of Beverly. Changes from swing to straight time. Backwards roll, that's where I got that. Speeds up. Well, that's a little bit about what John Fahey sounds like. Check him out. Big influence on me. Loved his playing style. And kind of eccentric guy, but wrote some great tunes. So that's it. I'm out of here. I will see you next week.